Can he hold it in? They go too wide.
This battle for 13th and 14th, they go side by side into the castle.
He's at P2.
What is happening?
Machine's at P1.
Oh, there is
One. Oh, Winter gets the move done.
Include that audio in there.
I'll be back.
Should be. Here we go. We are back. Yeah.
Yeah, finally back.
It's good to finally be able to do something here. And here we go. We are here on lap 3. Apologies everyone for the technical difficulties we've faced so far here in this Tier 4 stream at Mexico, but we have a wash leading the way to Red Bull, 3 seconds clear of X-Labs, who's gained 2 positions in the Mercedes. He's up into P2, just further on down, Gumbo P3, Bubbles up P4, P5, racing in 6th place, War Machine up 6th place. Spreadsheet P9, Lucky P10, Laney 12th, Meowcat 13th, Drift 14th, Aussie Freak 15th, Frizy 16th. Positions off the start. Doesn't look like
They
it.
make contact. Here goes Meowcat. No, that's no good. Oh, he's gonna go around the outside. Get switch back. Oh no, he's gonna go fully around the outside.
Here we go, can he hold it? The juice back up the inside though. What can Meowcat do? Gets a good run. And as Lucky's out, is he binned it? Yeah, I think so, in the safety car. The full course safety car is out,
Damn.
so there'll be no more
Oh,
overtaking.
he's been that massively.
Where can I get nearest car coming through?
No, I don't think you'll be able to see it. Dropped it. Yeah, he's hit the wall.
That's really come out of
He's
nowhere.
hit that wall sticking out of the exit of the corner.
Yeah, and yeah, race has been neutralised. I don't know if anyone will pit. I mean, Coddy's in the pits, but is that and Maney? So is Coddy interchanging? He's going. Yeah, he's going on the hard tyres. I don't think it's any damage at all for Coddy. So just change the strategy. Maney has damage too. You were right when they did make contact. They did get damage. He's onto another set of hard tyres. It looks like. Meowcat also wins.
Yeah, he is.
On mediums, which is interesting for Meowcat. He was on the hards and he chose to come in onto the medium tyres. So see how that plays out.
Stop it.
But maybe he's just looking to get that extra grip off the start. Everyone's going to pit once again either way. Maybe she's looking to make up a few positions early on. But lap 5 here of 36 at the Mexican Grand Prix. And a wash leads the way under safety car here. He's the only medium runner till we get down to Meowcat 15th, so everyone's opted for the hards or pit onto the hard tyres from damage early on, and it's going to be interesting dynamic to see what's play out.
Yeah, definitely. A wash on those softer compounded tyres to X laps, so he's going to probably have better lap time, better speed than X laps, but have to see next stint.
It'll be important for a wash here to just break that 1 second gap in the next 3 laps after the safety car ran, especially on those softer tyres. He can't afford to carry X laps, or X laps is just going to have those better mediums towards the end of the race. As Lucky says, traction, stop tractioning. Don't worry, mate, I'm an expert and all that. I know what you mean by tractioning doesn't work. So, unfortunate for you, mate. It was only early days in the race too. Again, there's a couple of, like we pointed out early on, there's a couple of sort of really jumped up the grid here. like the likes of Kablooey and War Machine. I mean, I haven't really watched a lot of Tier 4 racing. You, I think, has been in the commentary a couple of times, Wooly. What should we expect tonight?
Carnage, like last weekend, you can expect. I reckon those Haas drivers could get some decent points tonight.
By any chance, do you know War Machine's best finishes for the season so far? I'm a War Machine fan.
I have no idea.
War Machine fanatic. Love to see a bit of War Machine. I'm rooting for a War Machine podium tonight.
Alright.
Surely we are.
Hopefully that happens.
I hope so too. But surely we are going to be underway soon. Seeing as actually, where is? Okay. So
there's a laps car in between X-Laps and Washboard, so that's going to help in
so EP and Felty have actually been
no,
been lapped. 16th and 17th both been lapped already. As Lucky says, we should expect safety cars. Expect War Machine in their wall, and then later blaming everyone else. You know, that's not going to happen today because War Machine's going to have the race of his life. I'm calling it, as surely we get this race underway here. No,
safety car in this lap, surely?
Might be in. Yes, it is very late call.
In this lap.
Very late call, but a wash will lead us away here on the safety car restart. A massive straight down here, so he must get a gap and must pull away early on. As where's he going to let it go? He's just as soon as you can, I think. You've got to just go at the exit and go, and he does. ERS will be deployed for everyone here as a wash leads the way.
Oh, here goes Bubbles. Bubbles has gotten ahead of X-Laps on that restart. Caught in X-Laps sleeping.
Great restart. And he's going to get real close to a wash here. It's a butt ton of ERS. I mean, they all did. But Bubbles here, can he make a move on a wash? He gets a good exit here on those hard tyres. No, he doesn't. Those mediums just coming into play. He's now give us a better view. X-Laps getting close, but not close enough. As there's some battles down the order, and there's some carnage, I think. Aussie Freakers around with no front wing. And we've got the Juice and Kodia going side by side. Around the outside goes Kodia here into turn 3. He's going to make the move work to the inside and gets the job done, Kodia. So he gets the Juice as X-Laps and Bubbles are fighting up here for P2 and 3. No, that's just one.
Oh, there's a lot of lag going on at the front.
Battles. Maney's penalties.
Maney with a penalty.
Is that actually something happening? Yes, it is.
There is
Mason racing up the inside of Gumbo there. He's really close, and Kablooey right behind him, and so too is War Machine. So War Machine has kept it out of the wall. Moment is Mason racing. He's going to go around the outside of Bubbles into P3. That is a great move. He can keep it going, but Bubbles has so much more straight line speed here, and he's a lot more ERS. So that will be the main reason why. As Bubbles up the inside of X-Laps, but X-Laps might be lagging a bit. As he's just ghosted.
Mason could get past Bubbles here.
Mason was a good shot here. ERS deployed, and can he look to go up inside here? It's a good overtaking spot. No, he can't though. X-Laps ghosted for you too, because now Kablooey's up to P4. Gumbo up to P5, War Machine to P6.
Kai around the outside.
Great move by Kai.
Gumbo through there.
Great move. Remember, these are all
on War Machine's got past him too.
War Machine, the man, the myth, the legend, War Machine, up to P5. So it's 4 and
Kai
5
up
here.
10 positions.
For Haas, that's crazy. And Mason's gonna look very. Mason's right on the back here of Bubbles. And give me a camera angle. No, doesn't want to. He might make a move on the next straight. 3.1 seconds the gap is to first to second. I did say I watched him to put a massive gap on. And he
that's
has.
exactly what he's done.
He's been fighting behind. This is exactly what he needed to do. It's what he had before the safety car, so he leads the way. As there's a battle here for P5 between War Machine, Gumbo, and the spreadsheet. And let's all go up here to War Machine. A lot of ERS deployed already for him, already down into the 20s. As he's just going to try to keep ahead of Gumbo here, who's already on 9%. It's Aussie Freak, a 3-second time penalty for him. And I don't think there'll be any manoeuvres going into here, as who's that? Drift gets ahead of Juice on the straight. Juice is falling back here after the safety car restart. But he might go back around the outside, flicks the
Come
inside.
on, there goes War
Does, but no,
Machine
he
dropping places.
gets caught there as War Machine loses the place. Down to P8 now. And Gumbo up the inside. So his X-Lab's back. I think he might be back in this race. And the spreadsheet, this is crazy. I can't even commentate this. Everything's happening from every direction. What
Look at
happened?
all of these cars just in one spot.
What happened,
is
Proximal?
crazy.
I don't even know how to explain it. Like, it's been a very crazy race so far. Everyone's been swapping positions, and off the back, Bubbles is in the wall. He's done. That could be a safety car. That could be another safety car. He's just lost it on exit there.
Yeah, that's
And it is. That had to be. And if you're a wash, do you even think about coming in here? Do you use this as maybe a time to stretch it, and maybe think about softs towards the end? There's this many safety cars going to happen.
He's boxing.
He's boxing, okay.
He's
Interesting.
boxing.
I'll be interested to see where he comes out in this. And
That
so too is
Mason boxes.
Mason. Oh, I wouldn't Mason.
Oh,
And Kai
no,
Bluey.
he doesn't box.
He's
Gumbo's
actually gonna
in.
lead this race. Is Gumbo? Oh, why? Hold on. Does this mean that? Oh, someone get a screenshot of this. War Machine is currently in the podium positions. I know it's under safety car, but he's currently
Screenshotting that.
needs one position. Needs one more stop. These guys all onto mediums aren't going to make it to the end here. They're all going to stop one more time, and they're at the back of the grid. I watched down the P11 on hard tyres. Can he stretch it? I just think it's a bit early to stretch it from to the end with hards. I think Awash might have made a mistake there. I just don't think there was any need to pit. But anyway,
I mean, you can probably stretch the hards 26 laps
I've-
around here if you get good tyre saving.
but he's going to be at the back there, and
short
if
shifting.
he doesn't make a lot of positions up early, he might nearly be slower in the end, like in terms of race time, than blokes that are going to pit for mediums and have that track position and clear air. Which will be interesting to see, I think. But
It's going to be an interesting battle up front after the safety car.
It will. Can War Machine take the lead up into turn one? The GOAT. There's a Kai Bluey. We'll go through a bit of a rundown here with Wooly. Wooly, lead us away.
Well, behind the safety car.
Yeah, give us a bit of a who position-wise.
So it's Kai from spreadsheet, War Machine, Claudia, X Laps rounding out top 5, with Maney, Drift as the Juice, Meowcat, Frizy, Awash, Mason, Gumbo, Aussie Freak, Felty Rabbit, and I don't even know how to say that last name.
Just been calling him EP. I have been for this race.
I'm just gonna say it's Epic.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I'm just gonna call that guy Epic in the Ferrari. Ferrari lad, Epic.
But again, him and Felty are still a lap behind here after already 11 laps into the race. So
Frizy's pitting.
I'd buy Frizy. He's going to go onto the hards. I think he's going to do this strategy at. I've seen a few times in my league racing career. You just pit now, get the tyres out of the way
the hards
on
on.
hards, and Frizy's usually pretty consistent.
The pit last lap.
I think Frizy's pretty consistent of taking his tyres to the end with pretty good pace. So watch out for Frizy here for some solid points. I think.
That's if he can keep it out of the wall.
Yeah, I think I back Frizy in for top 10 finish now. I'm going to call it. But surely this race will be underway.
Don't commentate and curse him.
It's going to happen anyway.
I called War Machine for a win last week and he binned it the last lap of the sprint, so...
Warmish, he'll not win tonight then, right? How's that sound? Kind of reverse psychology.
Then he goes ahead and wins anyway.
True. But I would suspect here we're going to be underway at the end of this lap here. Don't think there's any reason to stay out. There's hazards off the track. Everyone's caught up to the back of the queue. And it will be Kai Blue to lead us away here in the Haas car. And yeah, we'll be in this lap. So the two Haas boys in first and third. Actually, Mad Doggy, the T4 commentator, will be pretty happy about that because I'm fairly sure he is the team principal. Am I correct in that saying that?
Who's the what team principal?
Mad Doggy is the team principal of Haas, isn't he?
I think he was.
Oh, is he giving it up?
Yes, I think that is the case. But here we go, safety car restart.
Kai Blue gets a good launch here, but behind is already carnage. But we're going to watch the front here because Spreadsheet's going to be right on the back of Kai Blue. He's going to look to go around the outside here into turn 1 off the safety car restart. Great launch for the Williams, and around the outside goes Spreadsheet. Any contact? No, they get through pretty clean. Who's going to get it? Back up the inside goes Kai Blue. Can Spreadsheet get the run on him? He might, but hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. War Machine. What the?
Oh my god,
The top three made it. The top three collided. It has to be a safety car.
3 of them.
Surely. And look at the carnage that happened.
Oh my god, no way.
That I've never seen an incident like that in all my time.
That
The next up has no front wing.
Oh my god.
So that puts Cottier into the lead now of
How
this
did
Grand
that
Prix.
happen?
That's crazy.
War Machine up into the lead and they all crashed out.
It looked like War Machine
At
was
least
going
War
straight.
Machine could say he's or at least War Machine could say he's at a race now. That no. Oh my god, I'm speechless.
I don't know what to say. That was crazy. War's a new Haas TP apparently, and what? So you're saying War Machine, the new Haas TP, has just crashed them both out when he had they were sitting in first and second. That is crazy, crazy stuff to see here at. We'll go on board with this battle for P4. Some crazy stuff here. I've got a tap on the left. Well, I don't know, War Machine, you might need to check that back on replay afterwards and do some stuff in the reports for that.
Gonna be some
But
angry
Chris
people
has really,
after that.
Chris has really hit the nail on the head there. Up the poo machine. After that, I think there's nothing less to say. But definitely a big moment in this race. As we've already got 5 runners out, a third into the Grand Prix. But Cottier has a 1 second lead now over Maney, who's got a penalty, and he's actually now closing up really quick apparently. So what's wrong with Cottier? He looks really slow at the moment through there. Drifts a further 1.7 seconds behind in third, and then Mason is behind him on the mediums 2 in fourth. So where is a wash? In P7 on hard. So he hasn't really made the positions I expected him to, but to be fair, he hasn't really needed to. We'll go on board with the wash. Can he get the exit to get the juice? It's on 13 lap hard tyres, and they're equal most oldest tyres out on the track. The DRS is now enabled. As Drift and Mason are going side by side. I think Mason down to P3 on those mediums might just push away here and starts to challenge the top 2. There's now Gumbo and Aussie Freak swap positions. And a wash on the juice there. Here we go. A wash on the fresher hard tyres up the inside. Should be an elementary move on the juice, and it is. So a wash P6 here. He'll be the one you look out for to win the race. If he just keeps it at the walls, keeps it steady, and Warden, typical Haas dogs. Jeez. Oh, that's I'm still don't know where to talk because and someone spun. Who was that? Drift spun, and he's off the track, and I've just lost all train of thought at the moment.
Oh, there goes Risey. No, Gumbo's been taken out by Aussie Freak or the Juice. I don't know if it was an Aston Martin.
This is I'm sorry, chat, if we both seem pretty I don't know the word. I've
Here goes
legit lost all words.
Maney on Cottier. Up in the P1 with Maney.
He's going to get the DRS again, so he should be able to push away as Mason is also close up to the back of these guys. Don't use the DRS, let it charge up. Can the Juice make a move back on his teammate for P6? That's the question, but Frizy right behind 8. I did say watch Frizy. He's in the points here, in a good position to make a move. Frizy on the back of the Juice. Up the inside goes Frizy. Oh, the Juice. Oh, he just probably didn't leave Frizy enough space, but Frizy. What a move. What a move, Mr. Fryer. That is textbook switchback by Frizy. You won't see much better than
Move
that
of the
here.
race. Move of the race.
Now if you can overtake...
Oh!
Never speaking again. That was... Okay. I digress. So Maney now has got a 9/10 lead coming out of the final corner. And... Safety car is deployed again.
My
So
God.
the third one in this race. And I just complimented you, Fry, and you had to do that. So never again will I ever say something was a good move.
Okay, I'm not gonna say move to the race anymore.
And the juice to drive through penalty. So a couple of them pit. Oh, a chance to pit for a couple
and they've
on the
double
hard
stacked him,
tyres.
Aston.
Yeah, and the juice has to drive through too, and he can't. So that till after the safety car period. So the juice has a lot of work here. If he wants to get
It's
anywhere
bound
back
to be another
in this
safety
race.
car. It's tier 4, there's bound to be another one.
So only 12 runners will be left in this race here, and who's actually, are they all laps still? Yeah. 12th, 11th and 12th will be a lap still. So that'll be interesting. X lap's a penalty under safety car, always fun when that's happening. But race has been neutralised here, and your lead at the moment is Maney on 11 lap old hard tyre, so he'll have to pit again. Onto mediums, so probably another safety car will come out sooner rather than later, I'd say, and he can pit for under safety car. Mason Racing here in P2 in the Alpine. He's on a lot fresher tyres, and he's on the mediums too without a penalty, so he looks in prime positions. Codia has just had no pace since that safety car restart after led it away. He's on hard tyres, sitting here in third. A wash up to P4 on his hard tyres. He could be the one to go to the end, but if there's other safety cars and people like Maney and all that, and Mason will be pitting around him, he may as well just pit onto medium tyres too and follow them. So he's in a really good spot to wash here to go to the end or counteract with the pits. As Meow has penalties also. As Maney pits now. No, Mason pits now.
Mason.
Okay. Interesting. I wouldn't have pulled the trigger so quick if I was him.
No. Epic and Filthy Rabbit could get points a lap down.
Yeah, it's getting to the point where we've had 6 retirements here, courtesy of War Machine. I shouldn't say that. And yeah, they
Now he's left.
couple more retirements, and who knows? But now it means puts Codia to P2, Wash P3, Gumbo up to P4 on fresh.
Oh,
medium,
Epic
so
is now not a lap down. Maney let him through.
that's very. That's the sportsmanship. Game still doesn't know how to let his lap cars through, but whatever. So Gumbo on fresh mediums in P4, he could stretch to the end here if he wants to. Aussie Freak in P5, Drift in P6, Mason Racing after pitting on fresh mediums could also go to the end here. P7, Juice P8, X-Tup's P9, Meowcat on fresh softs. So why is he on fresh softs? Maybe banking another safety car. But he's in P10 and rounds out the runners. EP and the Ferrari, like you said there, Wooly, is out of the safety car queue and he can be unlapped now. As Felty is still behind the safety car, unfortunately for him. And there's 12 runners out of 18 left here in this Grand Prix, and the safety car will not be coming in this
They'll
lap.
probably let him by. Maybe.
Hopefully, I don't know if Codia's got the queue or not. If they can hear, just try to let him through. I had to take a look from all POVs later tonight when it comes. I don't know, War Machine, it looks pretty bad, mate. Like, you've been the TP and all, and just doing that, I think maybe you just didn't want your teammate to outperform you or something. That's the rumours going around here. But anyway, I don't want to start rumours up. War Machine. As the Juice is pit. So that's for the drive-through, but I don't think he realises you can't serve drive-throughs. That, to my knowledge, you can't under safety cars. So he's pit for
serving in
something.
5 seconds.
Okay. I mean, he's got the time, I guess, too, anyway, so... Yeah, the history. Yeah, I only do because sorry, I just saw the chat. I only do have very low stream resolution because I had to use my hotspot because the internet in this shitty apartment here in Melbourne decided that they didn't really want to have internet that doesn't drop out every 10 minutes.
And
They are,
Rabbit's gonna be let through.
They are going to let him through. Very good. Very good from the boys. Yeah. So I have.
I only get some 3 seconds on the safety car, bro.
I'd take that to get out of the lap car. First time Haas 1-2
Yeah,
and last 3
100%.
Yeah. I'll tell you, Chris. I just think that new TP just hasn't quite. I know it's like reminds me of Bonato a bit. You know what I mean? Like doesn't know what he's doing. Hasn't got his head screwed in. Attention now because something's gonna. As Maney will lead us off here, the safety car restart. Him and Kodia, 13 lap old hard, so they're going to have to come pit again. As we need to forget about one machine and worry about the restart here in the Mexico. Here goes Maney, he doesn't get a great launch. All the way down. And Kodia around the... Simple move for Kodia in the end. Great launch. The Washers are further second behind these two, as Mason racing, battling, but back up to the front where it really is all going to matter. Not a great exit for he's got no front wing, so really had
is that another safety car?
Been in the Warsaw, I haven't had the Aston. Let's look at the penalty count for you guys.
Tonight is Cordier and Washable.
Yeah, Mason Racing too. I think those 3 are the ones.
Yeah. Mason can get past X laps.
He's a wash here. He's going to make a move on Maney, who's really lost a lot of speed. And give me a good camera angle. He never does the game. And a wash up to P2.
A meow, just make contact while.
Yeah, the M plate on the left side.
Yeah.
Damage.
M plate.
That's not good.
That's gonna.
Apologies. Just gonna have to persist, unfortunately. As there's a second gap from Kodia to Awash. And then a further
And it's under a second.
DRS now enabled. It's important here for Awash, who's on now. Remember, on 11 lap old tyres, but he hasn't done a lot of racing laps on those tyres at X-lap pits. But Cotty all of a sudden just found a bunch of pace as Gumbo makes the move on drifts, and Mason Racing obviously gets up. Oh, he's in the pits, isn't he? So he's pinning from damage, puts his race in a bad spot. He probably got another set of mediums, and now from being a lap down, EP in the Ferrari is sitting in P6. What is going on?
A lap old sauce.
And at this rate, there will be another safety car, so he should be able to pit off those. But holy cow!
He's just gonna be the next victim.
And there's really nothing going on the racetrack now because everyone's just either been crashing or whatnot. But I mean, oh, here we go. Wash is starting to catch up to Kodia now. So
yeah.
there might be some action here. He's catching
Got
rapidly.
DRS on him.
Cotty's just struggled through that second sector in this race, it seems so far. So a wash, yeah, should get the DRS and should
Wash
make
is
it
running
pretty,
more downforce, you reckon?
maybe, but we'll see how the straight line speed goes. But a wash should be able to get a pretty good launch, I'd say, and go with DRS and see how you go. Maney, P3 outside of second now, so just between these top two at the moment, both in DRS. And here we go. A wash closing up. Can he make the move? Not down into turn 1. Might have to make it down into turn 4. I think that's his best chance now. He just got a good line. He might have half a chance here. A wash. Oh, no, that doesn't. Just a bit of maybe
Yeah, now he epic pits.
Fix him. Oh yeah, so he does pit as Felty, another 3-second time penalty. So it's all kind of neutralised here at the front. As maybe the closest battle here might be Aussie Freak Mason Racing. We'll have a look at that, see if anything's going to come of it. DRS enabled, obviously, for Aussie Freak. This is a long straight down here into Mexico, so he can gain a lot of time and then attack into turn 4. So I think is what he'll be doing here on the hard tyres. Mason Racing on 8 lap old mediums, so he has to go back onto some older set of mediums. Struggle to get to the end from there. As Aussie Freaks get really close.
Maney has caught up a heck of a lot of time to Wash and Cottier.
So Maney definitely has now joined the fight again for the top position. And we're going to go on board from now onto the straight. So Cottier leads the way. A Wash 5 tenths behind, and Maney 7 tenths behind that. So 1.2 seconds separating the top 3. And it's only going to get closer here as we get down towards turn 1. DRS enabled for a Wash and Maney. Now it's within under a second between these 3. Who's going to do something? Who's going to do it? Real close here, Maney. A really good run, Maney. Can he get a Wash? Just doesn't get the traction down quite enough. I don't think anything's going to happen.
This is a really close battle for the front 3.
They're fighting hard, and they're just buying their time nearly, trying to see if there's a safety car coming out. They're not really trying to fight too hard, are they here, Willie?
No, just saving their tyres, I think. They're all pretty much on the same lap old tyres.
Oh, Cottier
penalty.
That's going to hurt. It's really going to hurt.
Yeah, definitely.
But surely,
surely
Cottier and Maney can't make it to the end here on these 18 lap old tyres. That's going to go another 13 laps. That's going to be a pretty long stint if they do get there. But yeah, again, like you've said before, I think there might be another safety car tonight. The way this is going, as Gumbo actually has kind of entered the battle. He's in the DRS too. So these guys all separated by about a second and a half here. These top 4 is now. As a Wash is looking really close to the rear end of Cottier. And he's going to go up the inside into turn 1. Should be a slam dunk maneuver. And maybe Maney too.
Oh, and here's Maney too.
No, he just pulls out real late into that. Oh no, he is going to set himself up though. Because he's going to have DRS and Cottier won't, because it's double DRS detection zone. And can he get it? No, he's way too far back. I watched it on the fresher tyres.
Here should just wait back and just save his DRS and just hope they can get past these guys.
And Drift, by the way, out of the pits on fresh medium, so he'll be going to the end on those in P7. So, top guys here, 31 old hard, so Maney and Cottier 26 for Wash. Yeah, exactly. So I think maybe a Wash could probably push it. The way the race has gone, it's kind of went in his favour. He hasn't done a lot of race snaps, some of those tyres, but you know, Cottier and Maney probably it's a bit too much, I think, for them at the moment. But we will see. There's still 12 laps to go, only 2/3 into the race, so a lot can happen here. As
I'm not gets a good exit here. He could probably get Maney.
Yeah. Also, Maney could also catch up to the back of Cottier. He didn't get a good exit Cottier, but Gumbo on those mediums that are half the age of the other runners' tyres ahead of him is looking mighty quick. And here we go. Can Gumbo make a move? Just isn't quick. Actually, a bit slower in the straight line than the Alpha Tauri. And Cottier is up to 2/10 now. Oh no, 5/10. So he put up a lot of time, and he's just losing it under braking in the corners. Maybe you're right. Maybe a Wash is running a bit of a high downforce setup around Mexico. But Maney now is really close to Cottier. No move though. And And these guys are just going to hold back for another lap.
He
or
goes
so.
X-Lap on the juice.
X-Lap. This could
Down
be
the-
P5. X-Laps gets it done well before the corner as Aussie Freak pits. So everyone's just pitting randomly here. Is this for damage or? But the scary Gumbo on lap halves. We get 20 laps by the
Yeah,
end.
it's for damage.
Yeah, exactly right, Blake. Gumbo's also in a very good spot here. There's no more safety cars. But who knows? You know, it's racing is now over a second gap to Washington Cottier. Can Cottier
Wash
just get
does
it
not
back?
have very much ERS.
Well, that might not matter because if he's outside a second here, these guys might fight and he might have the pace now to get away.
Oh, look how close Gumbo is to.
Gumbo's got
Cottier.
Maney.
Yeah, Maney made a mistake at the double right-hander.
Did not even realise that. I think because we're on board with X-Laps, weren't we?
Yeah.
So now
Oh,
Gumbo
here goes Gumbo.
up the inside of Cottier on those medium tyres, and he's going to get the job done. Cottier might have a second bite of the cherry, but doesn't have the DRS though, so it'll be pretty hard for him to do. This is massive for Gumbo. He needs to try gap Cottier and get within a Wash's DRS and just hopefully get those two to break away. Yeah, well, you are right there. A Wash doesn't have a penalty, but we'll actually quickly see. Only 3 seconds for Gumbo, which he can make the gap on those mediums, I think, for sure. So it's up to them now to do the job. But here we go. Look at the race leader here at Wash. He's been super quick today, hasn't he, Wooly?
Yeah, definitely.
I think he's probably been the quickest guy on track for most of the race.
Yeah, Gumbo might have DRS on the Wash this lap.
Yeah, he should, and I think those mediums are really starting to kick in for Gumbo. He's capped Cottier too. X-Lap's penalty, so more for him. And look how quick Gumbo's caught up through that section there. Right on the back of a Wash.
Yeah.
This could be
Good
a movie.
good pace from Gumbo.
Both of them got really no ERS. A Wash a little bit more, but Gumbo relying purely on DRS.
Oh, he could get him here.
He's gonna go for the move. No, gonna just set himself up here, make a Wash go a little bit deeper into the corner, and here we go. This could be the chance here for Gumbo. No ERS though to use, so it's all gonna be DRS. I just don't think he got enough of an exit, and he didn't. As Cottier P3, 1.2 behind, another 1.2 behind that is Maney. So they've kind of really gapped. These guys on the 20th lap old Haas, maybe trying to go to the end, or just wait for a safety car, but it's not coming. I think their pace is dropping off dramatically. Now Drift gets Juice, and also gets a 3-second penalty while doing so. And the Juice back up the inside, and he's going to make the move work, and Drift gets too much curb there. And a great move by the Juice, and Mason Racing also behind this in P8. He has a pretty good shot here at jumping up the grid a bit. No penalties too, so obviously big gap though. 25 seconds from X-Ups to Maney, so top 4 in a league of their own here at the moment. Also, EP still in P9, travelling on all right. Remember, he's a lap down at the start of the race. So too was Felty. Felty is a lap down again, I think. Yep.
Yep, a lap down.
But EP's
Here
done well
goes
to get
Gumbo.
out of it. And Gumbo up the inside now, should get the move done. But I watched him hanging around the outside. No, pulls out of it, thinks better. I think he just knows that maybe he's going to buy his time here without penalties and hope those mediums fall off a bit more than his hards do. And Gumbo into the lead here and gives Cottier a chance to catch up. He's 6/10 behind Maney. There's all gained a bit of speed now, maybe feeling like there's a chance here for a podium still for a lot of these blokes. As we'll go on board with Mason Racing, he actually might be able to make a move towards the end of the next straight on Drift if he keeps up this pace. He will have DRS again, has a little bit of ERS to play with too, so if he gets a good run here on these mediums that are 14 lap olds compared to 4s for Drift. As Maney gets another 3-second penalty, that's not going to help him at all, and not close enough.
Maney just needs to stay where he is and not make a mistake, and he can keep his P4.
Yeah, definitely. Just needs to focus on consolidating top 4 spot now. He's going to have to pit again though. No way he can go another 8 laps on those tyres. They will be shot.
I don't know, they still got pace in those tyres.
That DRS is really carrying him though. It's pretty powerful here at Mexico's. Maney might go for a move on Codia, who's on the same age tyres, and it'll be a pretty easy move in the end for Maney in the Alpha Tauri. Codia though just looks back around the outside. Don't touch something, boys. Codia getting real close to the rear end, but doesn't in the end engage in a battle, and that's going to be that for now. As Meerkat a penalty. So Mason Racing again, the next closest to battling. Gumbo to win. Mr. Harbinger says what now? Not a bad shout. Has got 3 seconds penalties though. He's outside the DRS range now, barely, but now back in it. It's just right on the cusp. The washer's really just keeping in there. Will Mason make a move? I don't think so. Oh, does Maney have 13 seconds? Did not know that. Did not realise that. So yeah, Maney won't be in this at all. He'll just need to keep himself in that P4 really. So Washer's just really lost a lot of time, hasn't he?
Out.
So
Pretty much all spread out now, except for Mason and Drift.
yeah, so we'll keep on board with them because that's all that's really happening at the moment. But yeah, not much happening. Everyone kind of split it up after some incidents here on lap 30 or 36. So we are 5/6 of the way in, if you want to put it like that. And surely Mason Racing makes a move now. Drift has got 10 lap old fresher tyres. Can we see Gumbo pens, please? No worries. There's the penalty standings for everyone. 3 seconds for Gumbo, 16 for Maney. So he needs to keep 13 seconds ahead of, 10 seconds ahead of X-Laps, which he is at the moment. So your podium at the moment would look like a Wash, Gumbo, and a Codia. Mason Racing finally gets the move done on Drift. And he can nearly get P5 if he keeps up the pace. He might be able to get X-Laps on Pens.
Yeah, definitely. He just needs to keep it in 6 seconds, and he can take a P5 and a P4 for Alpine. That'd be a pretty good result.
That would be
Double
indeed.
points.
It will become P3. You'd think for Codia if this finished like this now.
Yeah,
for
100%.
penalties. So it would be P3
Doesn't make a mistake.
potentially. So we'll
Yeah.
see what happens. But it's looking good at the moment for the Alpine boys. Also looking good for Gumbo, who's only extending his lead out the front here. 2 seconds, now to a Wash. It's another 3 seconds for Drifts. So he's just sitting there in P7 in the Mercedes, not doing too much at the moment. But Gumbo and a Wash. It's just who's gonna lose their tyres first. Probably be similar. What assist they drive? I don't know. Sorry. What's that? Balderek. T4. So it could be none if they really wanted to. I wouldn't suspect that at all. I'd suspect they run quite a few assists just due to the lower tier. Most of them being blokes that are just starting out or really haven't got a ton of practice, etc. So wouldn't know exactly, but yeah, usually in tier 4 you'd have a bit more than say tier 1 on average. So what now wants Gumbo to win? From here, Wooly, who do you view backing to win?
Well, as much as I want Watchful to win, he's been consistent all race. It'd be good to see Gumbo win.
I mean,
You know, just being.
will the mediums hold on
having-
though?
I don't know. I mean, he started second. Yeah, a watchful. This would be a really good result if he could take pole and win.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, I don't mind who wins.
I mean, they've both
I'm
been
not rooting for anyone.
both been the
both been
two
great.
best drivers of the day. To say, apart from War Machine for that split second, he was at one stage the quickest driver on track. But you go
Getting pretty
Drift.
close here between 3-second gap.
Yeah, it is starting to stretch, but here we go. Watching Drift, see if he can get Mason Racing back, who's actually under 6 seconds now of X laps. So, Drift, no ERS, because they've all used them all, because they don't know how to manage it, apparently. It's on the back of Mason. Has the DRS though. Remember, 10 lap fresher tyres here for Drift. So he could make the move as Gumbo!
Oh, Gumbo!
Gumbo
That's the
has
race.
made a massive mistake. went wide, cost himself a penalty. Unless something happens here with a wash, Gumbo looks to maybe get P2 only. There's actually
That was a massive
look at the
mistake.
gap to leader. I mean, Kodia is 9. Oh, he's got penalties, hasn't he? So what's happened there? Ferrari.
Yeah,
off
cat
yeah,
spun.
So Gumbo really, he's really cost himself there. I think he would have stretched maybe the 3-second gap out too. Honestly, the way it's going, that's a real shame for Gumbo. Real shame. He will finish P2 if things finish as they are. But wow, the wash. At least the top 3 are going to be on Xbox, so we can interview them. Because I wouldn't know what to do if we didn't. So, but yeah, nothing really happening in this race now, is it, Wooly? It's all pretty settled down.
Yeah, all settled. No safety cars for a while, but yeah.
Oh, Gumbo spun it though!
Oh no, Gumbo!
In the wall, and he's trying to get out. He's stuck in neutral. He went from bad to worse, leading the race, potentially on for a win, down to P4, and will have to pit and probably lose that P5 spot. Gumbo.
That is a shocker.
So it's almost locked the podium in here. Let's look at penalties
X-Laps
again.
could be on for a podium now.
I don't know, really?
If Maney makes a mistake.
True. He's 20 seconds behind though, so need to be a fairly big mistake. But
Yeah.
Gumbo winning is really, it's going to put him way down the order, isn't it? Like P7-ish.
Yeah, P8.
That hurts. That really
That
hurts
is.
for Gumbo.
Yes, fastest lap.
The Alpines actually could finish here 2 and 4 now. Just looking at it, so the Alpines are in a really good spot. And definitely, they both kept their noses pretty clean today. Mason, I think he only got collected though, didn't he? I don't think he was causing incident. I think he just was in the aftermath, lost a bit of end plate. But again,
Can those hards last 31 laps?
that's a mega stint by these boys. They do deserve the podium if they can hold on to there. Just that P3 I don't think so. What now's just told you, Wooly, that X-Lap P3 by the way by the end. Not sure. I don't think it's gonna work out. Not unless something happens with Mania or he gets a bunch of penalties. Yeah, Gumbo P9, even worse than what I thought. But at least we can go on board with him.
It's 19 seconds. And if X-Laps didn't have those 6 seconds, he'd still be behind Maney.
Yeah, it just shows how well the top 3 was. Top 4 had a race all day. But fortunately Gumbo's now down to P9. But he could get this P9 back. He should on these tyres. He could even get P7, I think. He's going to provide some racing with us for 2 laps left on the soft tyres. Fresh softs. We'll go for a fastest lap, you'd think, to overtake EP, who's done a great job to be unlapped to P9. To be fair, I will say should be P9. Oh no!
Oh, and they just crashed. Oh
On the
my
straight.
god.
I think they were kind of weaving a bit too much, weren't they?
Yeah, and then it's just weaved a bit too much on the grass and lost it.
Oh, fair wee, but Gumbo's gonna get back.
Now
to
does
P7.
Gumbo has penalty? Now does Gumbo have damage?
No, he doesn't. EP's out of the race. So I was just saying how well he'd have raced. What is it?
It's going to be a good battle at the end between the Juice and Gumbo.
I think surely he's got a lap and a half to get it done, Gumbo. Surely he gets it.
Press. Oh, but he's got 3 seconds worth of penalties. Even if he does get it.
Is Solo, lads? Is that you, Solo? Are you EP?
Drifts has got a penalty.
as Gumbo's gonna be the
Mason
only.
is gonna get X laps.
Yeah, he will with penalties. Yep, sure.
Felty
Yeah.
Rabbit with 28 seconds worth of penalties.
I'm not sure there, EP. It was a bit hard to see on camera. You had to look back on it in slow mo, I think, to see what really happened there. But yeah, put it to the stewards. I'll report after the stream. Here we go, Gumbo up the inside, looks to get the move on the juice. Can't get it done. Just a big send from Gumbo. Set himself up for this straight though. Look at the traction he gets and how much more grip he has compared to those 18 lap old mediums, and he should get the job done.
But watchful through the last sector is gonna win the Mexican Grand Prix.
Go to the final corner, and it's going to be a wash full zero in the Red Bull to win from pole here at the Mexican Grand Prix in Formula. Oh, it's OCE Race League now. Sorry. T4, Kodia P2 in the Alpine. Great race for him in the end, and Maney P3 should stay P3. I mean, unless X-Laps has something to do about it, but doesn't.
No,
Finishes
he doesn't.
A while back, and it
Mason
should be
gets P4.
P4 for Mason Racing, so 2-4 for Alpine. X-Laps P5, Drift P6. So it is P5-6 for the Mercedes boys. They'll be happy with that, considering how their races were looking at one stage. Gumbo to across the line after nearly having a win, and then it just all fell away in the space of 2 laps here. He finishes in P8. Gumbo, the Juice P7 and the Aston Martin. Meow Cat is going to finish P9, I think, unless penalties had something to do with it. In the Ferrari, Aussie Freak P10 in the Aston Martin, and Belty Rabbit, last of the finishers. He struggled a bit today. He finished P11, and that is the race done. Oof. Really, what a race. That would mean a lot of controversy. I think the biggest surely had to be the top 3 crashing out, wasn't it?
Yeah, 100%. That was just incredible.
I mean, if they're still around, I nearly want to invite them after the leaders and talk, because like, why not? Here we go. Let's get these guys in the party. Hopefully these all have mics.
We should do.
Have invited them now, so we will see. They want to join the top 3.
What a race.
That was crazy. So fast lap does go to Drift in the end, who gets it. I thought Gummer would have got it, but Drift has had some pace from somewhere, and a 19.9 to get the fastest lap, as we might have our podium finishes starting to filter in now. So I'll just tag him in the chat, get him to join. Alrighty. Well, I will. We'll start it off anyway. We'll go to Maney. So, I mean, crazy race, Maney. You started P4. I had a bit of pace. Yeah, and then you guys broke away from the front. You had a few pens, unfortunately, that cost you. But take us through that race.
Yeah, I was a little bit annoyed about a little contact at the start, which gave me the 10 seconds, but just decided I had to push through it. And after everything, so flat later, I'm talking to you guys on the podium.
Yeah, I mean, a lot can happen in a 50% race, and I mean, you kept out of trouble for most of the time and end up on the podium. So well done to you, mate.
Cheers.
And I'll let you take first position here, Wooly, because no mic for Kodia. So take it away.
That was a good race from you to watch. Tell us how you felt about that race, starting from pole and just ending up on top step of podium.
Yeah, mate, it was good. The safety cars weren't my friend there, and I was on 60% hards at the end. So if Gumbo didn't spin, I think he would have taken it. So that was sad to see him spin just ahead. But yeah, all in all, happy with that race for sure.
Yeah, that was definitely an interesting race. There was also an incident up the front with the top three with War Machine and two horses and someone else. What did you think of that?
I think I drove through the debris on that one. That was I didn't actually see what happened, but it looked pretty wild. I was lucky to avoid the cars because I think someone else got collected. Uh, so yeah, got lucky there for sure.
Yeah, well, enjoy your win, and we'll see you in 2 weeks at the next race.
Definitely. Love you, boys. Catch you later.
See you, mate. Well done again. So I have got word here that we might get a bit of War Machine here. I mean, I just think since we didn't get Cotia, to since he didn't have a mic, I'm gonna just get War Machine in. I reckon. What do you reckon, Wooly?
Yeah, go
I
ahead.
mean, why not? Uh, class bloke. Obviously, didn't want to get a 1-2 for the team today. Here we go. I'll invite him for everyone to hear. Probably forget to put his audio in. I all know you're all fans of War Machine. If he wants to join on
This is
stage.
the man.
Here we go. War Machine, make sure your audio is being included. Alright. Yeah, make sure your audio is included, yeah? Alright. Cool. Alright, War Machine. Mate, War. What was that? I'm not even asking a question, just what is it? What happened? Hold on. War Machine, sorry. I don't think your audio's been included, War Machine. I don't think you. They can't. I don't think. Oh, everyone's slating you, mate. No. Yeah, there should be when you go on the party. There should be an option still, even on the Xbox app. I mean, if you can't get it to, can you get it to work or not? Can't find it. Sorry. Bloody hell. Stop it, chat. Alright, well, we'll have to postpone it to another time. I'll end it off here. I'll end it off here. Well, shush. So guys, that was tier 4. Again, apologies for the technical issues earlier. Luckily we got the most of the race in. Crazy race. We saw one of the goats of the sport probably made the biggest crash and mistake of all time. Crash had his teammate. Probably needs to be reconsidered as team principal, but that's another day for another time. So I'm Hartwigger. You guys can't hear it. You guys can't hear this, but he's talking in my ear. Anyway. So, alright, let me finish it off. Alright, sure. So sorry everyone, that's pretty unprofessional. So that's all for tonight. Tune in for tomorrow for some more racing here in OCE. Shut up, chat. Anyway, I'm Hartwigger. Wooly's left now, but thank him for joining me, and yeah, we'll see you tomorrow night. Some more action. Right. See you everyone. Good night.